Alright, robotic affirming is hands down the easiest technique I've ever used. I've studied it all. I've read the Kabbalion, the Emerald Tablet, the Necronomicon. I've read all these texts. I've studied the 7 Hermetic Laws. I've studied ancient teachers. I've studied Thoth, the ancient Atlantean who turned into Egyptian god. I studied Hermes. I studied everything I think I could study. I've tried all the techniques. I'm here to tell you guys robotic affirming is hands down the easiest. All these techniques work. They all work. There's always a rhythm in the universe, right? Some things work, some things don't. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they work better, sometimes they work less. But I'm here to tell you robotic affirming is by far the most consistent producer of all these things. And the reason I say that, because if you just think about it, guys, if the world is a computer, if we are living in a computer reality, if this is everything behind me, everything around me is a computer, right? How do we access the code? It's through our subconscious. Our subconscious is our only input device. If their subconscious is our only input device, all we have to do is to rewrite our input code is to speak to the subconscious. And how do we speak to our subconscious? The easiest way to speak to our subconscious is by being annoyingly aggressive with our thoughts. Oh, there's a thunderstorm coming. Alright, annoyingly aggressive with our thoughts. Be annoyingly aggressive. I want you to get sick and tired of thinking what you're thinking. And when I mean thinking, you guys don't have to affirm. Don't even say the things out loud. All I want you to do to have success in this manifestation journey is be consistent and persistent with your thoughts. So, have a thought. If you want to be wealthy, I am wealthy. If you want this certain specific person to like you, I am attractive, and this person likes me so much. I am attractive. You just be specific in your scenario. Whatever you're trying to create, be very specific. You can throw in a little extra spice, you can do extra steps, but all I'm telling you to do, if you have no other time or energy in a day, you don't want to make a fancy recording where you speak certain affirmations onto the recording device and you play a binaural beat and it's playing 8 hertz, 16 hertz, and it's playing certain theta waves, so you can record that and listen to it throughout the day. You don't have to do that if it's too much work for you. All you have to do is change what you're thinking. I want you just to repeatedly think what you want. And that's all you need to think, what you want. What do you want? Say it like you're saying it to a friend. What do I want? And you tell the friend how you have it. Oh, if I want $10,000 in my bank account, I'm going to tell my friend I have $10,000 in my bank account. Or I can get a little spicy and throw in a question. Why do I have $10,000 in my bank account? Now, that will give me extra layers there, but you don't need to do that. If it doesn't work for you, if it's too weird for you, just say I have $10,000 in my bank account. You say that over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. The universe will rewrite itself so that you will have $10,000 in your bank account. Obviously, it's easier for me to think I have $10,000 in my bank account than to say I have $10 million in my bank account. Now, if I said I had $10 million in my bank account, maybe my subconscious will take a little longer to rewrite the code needed to be rewritten for me to get $10 million in my bank account, because I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I'm not too close to that. Alright? So, yeah, work on your goals. You can start small, you can start big. I don't care how you start, just start. If you want to be a 100 millionaire, a billionaire, say it. It might take you a year, 10 years, but if you're persistent enough, you'll get that big goal. It's much easier, guys. I'm going to tell you from experience. It's much easier to go for small goals, because I've been very persistent and consistent with bigger goals. And I do get closer to those goals, but I always just get closer. There's one, I don't need to tell you guys stories because I don't like rambling on, but there's one goal I've been trying to manifest $1 million a month in my businesses. And I've got in my businesses, my 3 businesses, retail locations, which is there's retail locations, and they're very profitable, but not near $1 million a month. But the thing is, I got 3 retail locations. I could say I own 3 businesses. I own 3 lucrative businesses. I couldn't have said that before I started my $1 million a month manifestation. So the thing is, I did create something. Maybe the code wasn't rewritten properly, or maybe I don't know. Maybe it hasn't come yet. Maybe the businesses are going to multiply in their revenue, and I'm going to be very successful. I just need to be persistent. And the thing is, I'm not persistent, because I stopped saying my affirmation for $1 million for a while now, because I've been happy with the revenue I've been making, so I didn't really see the need, because money is money. $1 million is the same to me as $100,000. After a certain number, it doesn't really make a big difference, right? The only reason I said $1 million is because when I was first starting to learn this stuff, they always said be big, be extremely big in what you think, because that will force your reality to change. And that's true. Look how much it forced my reality to change. It went from me just being a 9-to-5 city worker with a injury where I couldn't work anymore, to almost no income, to 3 businesses. That's insane. That's an insane manifestation. Looking back at it, it's something I'm extremely proud of. And this is the power of robotic affirmation. Not only did I start 3 businesses, now I had the inspiration and the forward-thought, because I've seen success in robotic affirmation and manifesting in general. I've had the courage to make these videos, which will also turn into a outlet for me, an outlet in some way, shape, or form. I'm not really, I don't know, and that's the thing about manifestation. You don't need to know. You just need to say your affirmations, and it will create around you. I don't know what's going to happen with this YouTube channel, but you can tell people do well with YouTube channels. I'm not sure if it's going to be anywhere close to my goal, but maybe in a combination effort with my other businesses, and maybe I open another thing, and maybe that's how I reach my goal. 4 or 5 businesses. Maybe it was a multitude of things. Maybe I needed to do extra steps. This is why I have all these inspired actions. I just need to be more persistent with my goal. So, in sum and substance, guys, I don't want to ramble on here. Just continue to say your robotic affirmations. You don't need to say it out loud. You don't need to do extra steps. You don't need to play data waves and play a track. It will help. Obviously, it would help if you guys do all the extra steps, because there is a whole process to this. To do it right, do it the most effective way. But you don't have to do it the most effective way to see results. All you have to do is have a thought in your head. Right now, this instant, you have a thought in your head. All I need you to do is change that thought to your affirmation, and be persistent and consistent throughout the day. Whenever you have free time, whenever you have free energy, whenever you're thinking something else, change that thought to your affirmation. So that will give you 10 hours or 15 hours in a day where you're just, instead of randomly, because we think a lot. We're intellectual beings. All we do is think throughout the day. Now all you're doing is changing the junk, taking out all the junk mail and replacing it with what you want. That's all you're doing. Taking out all the junk and replacing it with what you want. Take out all that junk in your head, all those thoughts that don't matter, and just be persistent with your affirmation in those times, and you will see results. I promise you. I promise you. I've done it all. I've done all the manifestation techniques. Maybe I haven't done them to an expert level, but I have tried them all. And this is by far the most effective, most easy, and quickest way to do manifestation. I just wanted to tell you guys that. This is my call, my judgment here. This robotic affirmation is what is the best and easiest thing to use. We obviously will continue talking about all the other manifestation techniques, because you want to be a master of everything. You want to be a jack of all trades. But I need you guys, especially in this channel, we're going to be experts on robotic affirmations. This is what our expertise is going to lie in. But we will be a jack of all trade. We'll talk about all the other stuff. The 7 Hermetic Principles, the Kabbalion, Hermes, Thoth, the Egyptians, the Atlanteans. I don't care. I studied it for so long, I know it like the back of my hand, so I'll talk about it. But throughout all that studying, I've came back around in a circle and found that the most simple thing, the most easiest thing, is the most effective. Robotic affirmation. I just needed to tell you guys that. Peace. Thanks for watching.